All right, let's get started. Welcome to today's webcast, everyone. If you haven't downloaded the worksheet to follow along with today's webcast, please take a moment to do so now. You'll see a file at the bottom right of your screen there. Also, below the file is a place for you to submit your questions. Feel free to send them over anytime during the broadcast. Our team members are standing by and will personally send you a follow-up email answering any questions you may have. That way, you won't miss a thing. All right, it's nice to have you here. My name is Steven Yossi, and I'll be your host today. A little about me. I'm an avid cyclist and a huge music enthusiast. But enough about me. Let's talk about why we're all here. Chances are you're here today because you work in either sales, customer service, or marketing, and as much as you'd like to devote more time to growth opportunities for your business, there's usually so much administrative work that you have to juggle, there just isn't enough hours in the day to tackle everything on your plate. Am I right? And you know the saying, time is money. Well, let's see what we can do about that today. We'll start with the first question on your worksheet. What are the two most important things you need to grow your business? Well, one is customer acquisition, and the other, customer retention. If you consistently do those two things, then you'll be in business for a long time. Well, in order to do that, you need to 1. Educate prospects on why they should choose you, and 2. Build loyalty from your existing customers by showing them you care. That's where Workflows comes in. Workflows is a feature within DWIL's all-in-one platform designed to do just that. It sits right on your desktop, and building a campaign takes just a few clicks. Let's take a closer look. Typically, tasks like scheduling follow-up phone calls, sending text messages, and composing emails to dozens of people can take up a big chunk of your day, if done by hand, leaving you very little time to complete the bigger business growth activities, like networking, addressing clients' needs, or closing deals. With DWIL's workflows, that same outreach can be organized by campaign, written in advance, and scheduled to deliver way ahead of time, saving your team time and your company money from day one. There's a reason Workflows is one of our most popular features among sales and marketing teams. Here's how it works. Typically, reaching out to leads or customers can be done in any of 3 ways: by phone, by email, or by text. Problem is, things like searching for customers' information, copying and pasting emails and text, dialing phone numbers by hand, setting reminders on a calendar, all take up time your team could be using to pursue other growth opportunities. The beauty of Workflows is that you can create campaigns tailored to a specific segment's needs. So once a prospect enters the system, you simply assign them to a campaign, activate your pre-scheduled sequence of emails, text reminders, and follow-up calls, and let the system take care of the rest. Just one click and your follow-up begins instantly. Here's a real-life example. Let's say Debbie fills out a form on your website requesting more information. Seconds after submitting the form, your sales team's phone rings notifying them that a new lead just came in. Dan, a member of your sales team, clicks a button on his screen, and immediately he's dialing that new lead. After the conversation, Dan assigns Debbie to one of his preset workflows, setting the rest in motion. A few minutes later, Debbie receives a text message on her phone thanking her for reaching out and telling her to keep an eye out for a future email. A pre-scheduled personalized email is sent to her inbox an hour later containing a helpful guide with options for Debbie to consider. The next day, Dan receives an automated reminder to follow up with a call. He clicks one button and the phone dials the rest. And that's the magic of Workflows. Since Dan created a specific workflow for new prospects a long time ago, the text, email, and phone call reminder took place behind the scenes while Dan was actually pursuing the other opportunities. And that's huge because 90% of the leads buy from the first agent to contact them. With personalized service like this, you will always be top of mind no matter where the customer is in their journey. Now I'm going to hand it over to my associate Chris so he can show you how easy it is to set up your own custom workflow with this short video. Chris, take it away.
Fantastic. Well, welcome everybody to the DYL Workflows training. This is one of the most exciting updates we've had. This is going to really revolutionize the way that you follow up with your clients. So what workflows are, it's the ability to schedule all of your follow-up calls, texts, emails, and tasks with one click. So this is going to replace that current callback sequence and email drip sequence in DYL. It's going to be a lot more user-friendly and a lot more customizable. So what we're going to do here, first thing to show you is the workflow setup. So all you're going to do is go to your settings page. And then you see down here on the right under follow-up management, this workflow setup button. And you'll see here that we've already imported some preset workflow templates for you. And these are all customizable as well. So if you want to go in and edit any of these, you just click View or Edit, and you'll see all of these in here. And then you can also create your own. So I'll show you that first, is just how to create your own workflow. So you'll just go in here to new workflow, press that, and you'll see you can make a name. So if I just make this test webinar 3, for example, you can type a description here, say for new customers, and then you'll see who to assign it to. So you can assign this to certain departments, which I'll show you in a bit as well. So let's just say I make this a sales workflow. So once I create that, you'll see my completely blank slate here. So the first thing you can do is see this top bar. This will just be your first action. So if you want the first follow-up item to be a call, a text, an email, or a task, you can do that right here. So let's say the first thing I want to do is a call. So you'll see it automatically puts the colon here, and you see when it delivers. So when it says deliver in, you can pick your time. So if you want this to be an instant call, the second you hit the button and trigger that call, you can do that. Or if you'd like this to go at a certain date, time, you can do this, a minute later, 20 minutes later, a month later. So you can really customize whatever you want here. But let's just say we want this to be 20 minutes later. And then all of your follow-up items will be onto the right here. So say if the next one wants to be a text message, you click the text icon, and this will bring up your text box. So those of you with preset text templates, if you'd like to select those already, you can do that. This says, hello, please buy from me immediately. Or if you want to make your own, or just kind of make these from scratch, you can do those here. And you'll see these short codes at the bottom. So these short codes will actually import your leads information and your information into this box. So all I have to do is go type in, hi, first name of the person. This is my full name at the company. And I can have this call to action. I can have my phone number, anything like that in here. And again, you can customize when you want that text to go out. So if you'd like that to go out at the same time as the call, you can do that. Or if you want this to come the next day, however you want to work it that works for your business. And that same type of setup will be for your emails as well. So the same thing, you've got your templates if you have those preloaded, or you can also use that same short code functionality. So you just type your subject line in here. So I do, hi, welcome to Workflows, for example. And then you can type your content in here, same short codes, all this stuff is the same. And the only difference with this email template is that you can also click the advanced button. What that does is actually pull up a full text editor. So if you want a really fancy looking email with bold text, I can go in here and select bold. I can indent, I can make things centered, make this look however I want. Or even if you have a fancy HTML template that's already pre-coded and you'd like to just cut and paste that in here, all you have to do is click this source code button, and you'll see that's where you paste your HTML. If those of you that are very tech savvy, do that right here. And then the final option here is the task. And a task is just anything that is not time sensitive. So a task can be reviewing a policy or checking the finances or whatever it may be, just something that's not tied to a time. And then you can put your tasks in here. And you can have as many workflow items as you want. So if you want this to go a day later, 12 days later, you can have this go out for months and years at a time. So this is great for that long-term follow-up, sort of set it and forget it. That way you're not constantly trying to remember to do this. This will always be there for you.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Like Chris said, with workflows, you can set it and forget it. Text notifications, emails, and call reminders can all be scheduled in advance. Now let's say you call and the person doesn't pick up the phone. What then? The answer is simple. You assign the lead to a different workflow sequence. With just one click, you're delivering valuable information via email and text and checking in by phone. What if the lead does answer? Well, the result of the call can be one of 4 possibilities. Result 1. They buy. Great. You remove them from the follow-up list and welcome them aboard. Result 2. Wrong number. The person says don't ever call them again, and that's fine. You place them on the DNC list so they're not contacted again. Result 3. Price was too high. They want to be contacted again at a later time. And result 4. They like what you quoted them, but they just don't want to think about it. The first 2 results are no-brainers. You got those covered. But how you handle results 3 and 4 can be the difference between your team surpassing its quota or coming up short. Why? Because if you don't have a reliable, automated follow-up process, you risk missing a ton of sales opportunities. Opportunities the competition is more than happy to take off your plate. On average, it takes 8 calls to reach a prospect, but 92% of sales pros give up after the 4th call. Think about that for a sec. Lack of follow-up is why 80% of sales are closed by 20% of salespeople. DWIL's Workflows remedies that by equipping your team with pre-built templates they can edit, use right out of the box, or create from scratch. Whether the person fills out a web form, calls into your sales team, handed over a business card at a conference, was referred by a colleague, or is approaching the end of their contract, a workflow can be made for anyone. Have some valuable information you'd like to share with an existing customer? Put them on a workflow. Have a special upgrade, invitation, or limited time offer to share with your loyal customers? Put them on a workflow. Workflows are great because you can use them for anything and with anyone, regardless of where they are in their journey. Okay, I do have a small list of 5 frequently asked questions that you may find helpful, so I'll answer those right now. In the meantime, keep submitting your questions so we can personally email your responses. Let's begin.
Okay, question number 1. How does DYL help me train my staff? Well, once you sign up with our service, we offer you one-on-one onboarding training as well as daily training seminars all year long. We also have a team available to answer your questions long after you join DYL. Question 2. How are you different from your competitors? Well, DYL's platform is an all-in-one phone and sales CRM platform. Our competitors are either one or the other, relying on integrations to complete their systems. We also offer more personalized service than larger companies and are more robust than smaller ones. We're also located in the US. Question number 3. How does DYL help me manage my staff? Well, there's a few ways DYL can help you manage your staff, but here's a really quick common way that we can help you do that. Our Office View dashboard gives you a full overview of your team members' activities, and our Monitor, Whisper, and Barge features let you offer personal assistance to your team members with the ability to either listen in or even jump on a live call. We have over 80 features, including drag and drop to quickly transfer calls and instant lead responders to ensure you never miss a call. Question number 4. How is DYL's phone different from my normal desk phone or cell phone? Well, DYL's phone works seamlessly with our software and notifies you when a lead expresses interest in your service within seconds of their inquiry. You can't do that with a normal phone. And question number 5. How does DYL improve my sales and operations? Well, our sales automation automates your sales team's daily tasks like lead nurturing via email, text, and phone calls. It also stores valuable call history and notes that a sales team can access at any time for a more personalized service.
So there you go. Today we talked about why it's so important to follow up immediately and how best to keep prospects engaged over time as a way of nurturing your relationships long after they bought from you. But you know what? The best way to understand workflows is to see it in action. So I invite you to call the number on the screen for a free personal tour with one of our DYL specialists. They'll show you firsthand how incredibly easy it is to use. Who knows? You may leave the demo wishing you'd known about it sooner. Be sure to mention the promo code WorkflowsWebcast when you speak to your rep. That way, you automatically lock in a discounted rate exclusive to today's attendees, should you wish to move forward later on down the line. If you'd like to learn more, here's a page briefly summarizing what we've talked about today. So thank you for everybody coming. We hope to hear from you soon. Take care.